There are only two things that I noticed with this summoner spells wise that I would probably say is a little bit well, not even a little bit off, but could be different. Maybe taking Flash on Skarner just for easier target access.
Likewise in Tryndamere as well, right?
I think Tryndamere is fine. You have your spinning dash or whatever it's called. But I would also potentially be looking to take something like a cleanse on the Kindred. Just because you're up against a Leona. And if you get a Leona ult layered with a Gravity Well from the Victor, you're going to be stunned up for quite a lot of time. But we are going to see Invul looking potentially for a level 1 invade here on the bot side. Weebly going to be leading the charge, but Howlets are going to spot them out. Clears out the ward, though. So 10, a little bit of gold for the Invul boys and some XP.
There we go. Not much coming of that shenanigan. Just what's that, shallowed ward?
Yeah, and Outlaw gonna drop a ward and recall for his sweeping lens.
Classic thing.
Oh yeah, and there is the spectator bug with the Skarner zones. I always forget about that.
Oh, you can't see them.
You can't see the Skarner zones in spectate. Yeah. So we are just gonna have to remember that they do exist.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very standard start. Junglers starting both on their red buffs.
There's a way to tell if Skarner is standing in one or not that is activated for him.
Yeah, he glows or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has like the little home guard, like particles behind him with his like glowing claws.
But yeah, both junglers are going to start on the opposite sides with a slightly faster clear starting here for Ezzy. Not sure whether I would assume that's expected.
Yeah.
Skarner
the Spires has a very healthy, very quick clear.
But otherwise, I'm expecting some early action out of Yuri Undertones here as well in the top lane. Maybe trying to exert some pressure onto the Kayle, delay her level 6 maybe, or just deny some farm, which she does already seem to be doing with only a 3 CS lead, but being able to deny the Kayle a little bit.
Oh, this... I have 3 feelings about this Warwick. Frostfire, Gauntlet, Divine Sunderer, or the Triforce with the new changes.
Okay.
And I think it might be the Triforce angle.
Yeah. I mean, if he gets ahead, I could definitely see him going Triforce, but I think he has a lot of options. The early level 2 engage from Weebly going to just go wide, dodged out on the Dance of Arrows by Granny Spanner. Going to be able to get himself away there. Trading going on in the mid lane, SS Friendship getting the better of that one. And CS leads starting to form pretty much everywhere across the map here for Invul in this very early stage. Obviously, we are only 3 minutes in, so there's not too much action to have happened yet. But it is nice to see Invul using their early pressure to its fullest.
Let's look at the jungler. So you have Skarner on the top scuttle, and we have Tryndamere approaching the bottom scuttle, right?
Oh, but another trade going into the bot lane. Zenith Blade going to connect onto Howlet, so not too much damage coming through from the Akathian Rain, but the Kai'Sa passive going to get popped. A little bit more of a chunk taken out of the Taric.
Alright, let's look at the wave states with respect to junglers' positions. So, from that small glimpse mid lane, looks like mid is...
Ezzy going to look for a Gengar's catch on with the Stinger, but no stun coming through. Maybe could have forced a flash there if he had one himself. Going flash for flash with the Kayle would have been advantageous, but chose the Ghost for this game instead.
I think he could have waited for that. If you looked at the top wave was pushing back in favor to Yuri Undertones.
Possibly. We do see Outlaw actually counter-jungling the Krugs away from the Skarner here.
That's what I would have wanted the Skarner also to have done whilst waiting for that wave to be in a better position to gank.
Well, I don't think the junglers have seen each other here.
Now they have. They
will now know about Ezzy.
Yeah.
And he should be able to infer that is Outlaw that's triggered that Scryer's Bloom.
Yeah. But... Is his friendship getting that shove in, getting that recall off? No.
No, looking to, potentially for a roam here.
No, for a ward. Early vision, probably reshove the wave, reset, and then TP back into lane or something. TP already burnt by the Orianna as well.
Does have a bit of a CS lead starting to form in that mid lane as well. About 8 minions so far. Yuri Undertone's taking big chunks from the Kayle. Killer Vanilla having a very good time in that matchup so far.
As we say, that one little chomp from the wolf brings him up to half health.
Well,
that's what you like to see.
Well, Warwick always been a champion with very, very, very solid sustain.
Yeah.
Able to bring himself up to good HP totals in the lane. Killer Vanilla getting that early reset. Is he going to burn the teleport? It doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just going to walk back to lane.
In the minimap, looks like his wave might be either freezing or slow pushing towards Yuri Undertones.
Yuri Undertones picks up the sheen on his back, so is going to start hurting a lot more now in those trades. And could allude to more of a potential Divine Sunderer build, like you were mentioning, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. What else has been picked up? We did see an early Berserker Greaves pickup for the Tryndamere. His clearing speed is a little bit poorer than the Skarner. He does end up a little bit less healthy.
And he will just end up exponentially behind as the game goes on. Big trades going in on the mid lane, though. SS Friendship really enjoying this matchup.
And he still hasn't backed yet. This is after Orianna has burned TP and picked up the...
We see Skarner looking down towards the bot. So Zenith Blade going to connect on to the Kindred. Granny Spanner stunned up. Dance of Arrows away with the Wolf on the ground. Weebly flashing forward. Howlets are flashing in response. Doesn't look like there's quite going to be a kill as the heal is popped, but it is 3 summoners of the bot lane traded for the 4 of Hive Mind. Ezzy's Ghost expended as well, but Judgy Rocks crucially holds on to his flash. Might not have been any kills traded, but definitely going to be a pressure advantage for the Invulnerables bot lane.
Oh, yes. Now they have river parity in favor of Invulnerables. They're probably going to look to start up this dragon now that they forced Hive Mind bot lane to reset.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they have the information, but Outlaw currently clearing the crab in the top lane river.
How does Kindred ADC just get their marks? It's purely just by marking the enemy bot lane, then maybe.
Or if camps spawn towards the bot side, I guess. I haven't played it pretty much since Kindred was released as a champion, so I'm not 100% sure.
I had the misfortune of bumping into a diamond, a Kindred ADC only account.
That
was amusing to watch.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. It doesn't sound like fun to play against, if I'm being completely honest.
Honestly, no, it wasn't.
But yeah, if we look at the overall state of the game, big CS lead in the mid lane as SS Friendship finally going to get a recall off. Small CS lead in the bot and jungle positions, but the top lane, Killer Vanilla, now he has that ascended range on the Kayle. Going to be able to find this matchup a little bit easier and begin to potentially poke the Warwick out a little bit.
Tryndamere is topside. I'm not sure if he will get level 6 off of that camp.
They do have the Divine Judgment as well, so could look for a potential dive with both Tryndamere and Kayle ultimates.
What may be opted though is if Outlaw doesn't get level 6 from this camp and he isn't healthy enough for a dive along with the Kayle ultimate, maybe they'll just opt for a deep vision in the blue side jungle. Oh no, he's just resetting, never mind.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was put a deep vision in the blue side jungle, see if he can spot out the junglers, like take a camp or 2 away.
Interesting. Oh, sorry, just to cut you off. Interesting itemization coming out from Ezzy as he runs back into his jungle, not opting to go for the early boots.
I don't know how much move speed the Spires give him.
But I believe it's percentage based, so surely it would just be better to pick up the boots anyway, no?
I know the Balmy Cinder does help with the clearing speed,
but he hasn't just picked up the Balmy Cinder. It's the Balmy Cinder with the Negatron Cloak and the Null Magic Mantle and the Cloth Armor. So surely he would have had the gold for boots. But anyway, I'm being very nitpicky. We do see a trade going in on the mid lane. SS Friendship popping down that Chaos Storm. Shockwave going to come through, but first blood with the Death Ray.
Very well calculated.
Just going to find the solo kill. Judgy Rock's going to get stunned up by the Taric in the bot lane. Tryndamere is here, but he's not going to be able to spin forward to try and win. Is just stunned up by the Shield of Daybreak.
And Rift Herald started up by Skarner as a response to Tryndamere now showing bot side.
Yep.
Oh.
Very nice, but here comes the Cosmic Radiance onto the bot lane turret. Brilliant Void Rush to get Judgy Rocks away, and it's going to be, the Lamb's Respite comes down. I forget about all the invulnerabilities. But SS Friendship is here. The Victor is in the fight. Gravity Well going to go down. Granny Spanner stunned up. Zenith Blade connecting onto Howlitzer, and Judgy Rocks finds 1. Killer Vanilla has now joined the fight, but the Death Laser picks up a second for SS Friendship. He is going to fall to the Tryndamere, and the Divine Judgment is going to rain down upon Invulnerables. But it is Hive Mind who should be fearing the gods, as Outlaw going to get chunked very low, running away towards his mid lane. Ezzy is awaiting in the mid lane. If he could peel back and potentially look for this, but no, Yuri Undertone's going to just find him. And it is a 3-for-1 fight in the bot lane for Invulnerables. They do get plates on the mid lane turret as well with Ezzy. The Impale going to come through, but he's got no one nearby. Warwick, Yuri Undertone's going to be running away. A little bit of a miscommunication. Yeah. Don't know if Yuri Undertones has ultimate for this. No, the Infinite Duress not available. Not going to be able to chase on. Shockwave is also down. So we shouldn't see any more of a fight here.
That was interesting. I just want to say, was that Herald put mid lane as well as they were fighting that?
Yes, it was.
That's cheeky. That's very, very cheeky. Huh.
But it's also very good communication coming through from the members of Invul. They know they don't need their jungler down there because they have the teleport advantage. The Orianna not actually having that cooldown available, using it to get back to lane earlier. So committing
that beautiful item pop up. Sorry to interrupt you. That beautiful mythic item pop up.
The full chem tank.
The full chem tank.
I didn't see it specifically, but yeah, knowing that they win that 4v4 anyway without their jungler because they would rather have the Victor there than the Skarner. Gets a bit of extra gold onto the Skarner, which enables him to get that early chem tank, which is going to enable him to look for more plays with that Impale. And we see Invul now posturing to maybe make another play in the bot lane. 4 people down here again. Solar Flare is available for Weebly if he wants to look for it. SS Friendship and Ezzy just going to push away Hivemind. And with Dragon coming up in 15 seconds, I don't think Hivemind can contest this.
No, I don't think so either. The Kaiser's shoving in the bot wave, walking up the river. Maybe potential pick on the Kaiser if they're quick enough for the damage, but I don't think that would happen.
Possibly, but we might even see a bit of a pick here. Ezzy going in onto Howlets are going to catch one of the stuns. Zenith Blade going to connect, and the Taric is getting shredded down here, but he is a Taric, so he's pretty damn tanky. Is going to drop to the Skarner as a Solar Flare, going to catch on to no one. Shockwave catches 2, but it's not got enough oomph behind it. Impale on to the Kindred. Granny Spanner getting chunked out, flashes over the wall. Command Protect going to come through. He's not going to be hunted down by the Scorpion in his bot side jungle today. Should be the Dragon now for Invul. But Outlaw, a lot of pressure onto that mid lane turret. Only going to find 1 plate.
Proxy Trinder.
But starting to proxy farm the wave. SS Friendship going to answer though and just going to force him away.
He still does have access to the ultimates and will have soon Ghost available. So they could look to dive top lane with Warwick being very low mana.
Does have the infinite duress ready though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of healing, a lot of damage, and a lot of crowd control. Especially with the damage reduction coming through from the Warwick Fear. But it looks like Hivemind are going to go for this. The wave's going to hit the turret. In comes the Tryndamere. Divine Judgment going to come straight down. Very, very nice infinite duress, though. The Undying Rage is available. Outlaw should get out. Going to take... Ooh, no. That turret shot locked onto the minion rather than him. So he will make it out alive.
That was a very early kill, ulti.
Very nicely executed dive, though. As soon as the Tryndamere takes the turret aggro, the Divine Judgment comes down. As soon as the Divine Judgment ends, the Undying Rage comes through. Really nice layering. Really well executed by Hivemind.
Nice roam by both supports as well. Recognizing each other's intentions and just neutralizing it.
Yeah.
Oh, now there was one thing, like, you probably would have just noticed now. Look at Skarner's boot. Right?
Yeah, he has... Must have had
runic
runes. Interesting.
So that's the reason why he couldn't buy it earlier in the...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's fine. I'm not a jungle man. I don't know what you take on Skarner.
Are you a booty stunner? Do you like the free boots?
I do like the free boots, but that's because I'm an AD carry and I'm greedy and I don't like spending money on unnecessary things.
It's from all those years of trauma of like having poor CS or not having a good lead in lane, so you can't buy back and just buy a BF sword on your first back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we are just going to see standard farming patterns. Tryndamere actually taking the CS lead in the jungle now. Judgy Rock's dodging out on the Dazzle, so nothing going to quite happen to him. Does have a level lead over Granny Spanner, his opposite number. Jensen looking for the roam, though, and it's going to be a 3v2 here in the bot lane, most likely. Shield of Daybreak going to stun up the Orianna. Zenith Blade going to take Weebly back forward, and it is going to be a 3v3 here. Shockwave connects only onto 1. Outlaw joins the party. Weebly is going to go down. Cosmic Radiance going to hit onto all 4. Weebly going to just burn to the Tryndamere. The sword going to slice him, cleave him asunder. As we see him trading in the top side, Yuri Undertone's on Killer Vanilla, but the Kayle with the range just has the damage to find it. Flash away, going to be in vain by the Warwick.
That's interesting to see.
And it's a shame. It's a shame for Hivemind that there are no objectives up here.
Probably get platings are just finished either as well, so you just get free farming lane for Kayle now.
But we do see the first turret dropping into SS Friendship's pockets. That Victor, 130 CS and 2 kills at the 15-minute mark, getting even stronger with that first turret gold in his back pockets.
TP burned though by the Warwick to prevent that tower from going down.
I like it. But we see trading in the bot lane. Howlitzer's not taking damage, even though he's being hit a bunch by Judgy Rocks. Now he starts to get chunked though, as the Kai'Sa passive going to start to stack up, but Outlaw is in the area. Void Assault going to carry him away.
And a defensive flash carries him to safety.
Had to flash away from the Dazzle though, otherwise that stun would mean his doom.
Yeah. There was one thing I did want to point out in that previous fight where the Orianna was pathing down to bot lane and the Leona kind of awkwardly sandwiched between an Orianna and a rough place, right?
Yeah.
The Leona like beautifully buying a lot of time for Judgy to be able to walk away, spacing the CC and just ultimately paying with his life.
Yeah, dying for his AD carry's sins. I've been on both sides of that before. Dying for your AD carry's sins. I've been the AD carry and I've been the support. I know how it feels for Weebly.
Yeah.
But Invul, only a slender lead, only 500 gold so far. They are setting up for this second Rift Herald take. Second Rift Herald less important by quite a lot compared to the first one.
Yeah.
But definitely still nice to secure. Dragon isn't for another 40 seconds, so they can afford to commit multiple members on the top side. They are going to secure the Eye, and they could look to drop that into the bot lane before going for the Dragon. Although they are going to want to path down towards this very, very shortly, as it is spawning in about 25 seconds.
TP, the teleport spell is available for Victor and Kayle, though.
Yep, Warwick, you see him start walking down now. He doesn't have his TP, so he cannot instantly join. He's going to have to pay the price and walk. Kayle is teleporting in. Outlaw in offensive position. Gravity Well comes down, and Ezzy is cut off from his team. Dazzle going to go wide, though. The Skarner is too fast. Dancing in and out, using the Spires as move speed. Uranatones gets caught by the Shockwave. Howlets are going to get cut down, but no, the Cosmic Intervention going to come through just in time to stop him from dying. Chunked again by the laser. But no one's going to fall so far on this fight. We'd be looking forward. Command Attack, Command Dissonance. Going to poke away that Leona and keep her chunked. Ezzy's looking for a way into the pit now. There is no Shockwave. But the 5-man... Okay, Divine Judgment going to come down after the Infinite Duress. Outlaw getting caught out, stunned up. The Undying Rage is active. Judgy Rock's trying to go into the backline, but not going to be able to find anything. Kindred Ultimate, the Lamb's Respite going down, and SS Friendship out of mana. Nothing doing, and is Weebly versus the world. Not going to try and look for the Miracle Steel. Could have looked for a Zenith Blade over the wall, but doesn't want to try it. And this is the team fighting power that the Hivemind team comp has within it.
I just noticed something funny. I'm not sure if you have as well. Hivemind are running the Invulnerability comp against the Invulnerables.
I said this in draft, Dave.
Did you actually?
Yes.
I guess I just have Alzheimer's then. Wow.
Can I get a doctor for my colorcaster, please, guys?
Yeah, I guess I just have to reopen the clinic later and just walk in and stuff. Yeah.
But that's a pretty big gold swing for Hivemind, about 1,500 gold.
And Hivemind picking up their first dragon.
Stops
Obviously,
the soul point win condition as well.
Yeah. I think Ocean Soul is very valuable though in invulnerable team comp.
Yeah.
You falling to like such low health bar margins, but having those 2-3 seconds to be able to regenerate some HP at least. That's really valuable. Is this a cheeky?
Oh, are we going to see the dive onto Killer and Flash away? But does get stunned. Solar Flare not going to find that stun. Fired a bit too far forward, but it is going to be a shutdown picked up for Ezzy. Those Crystal Slashes. Now the Impale going to come through. Chaos Storm down as well. Howlets is going down. But on the other side of the map, Yuri Undertone's getting jumped on by 2. It's Outlaw and Granny Spanner, and they are going to find the answer back. But it is bot lane turret for Invul. Herald is down and likely going to get a second charge off in this bot lane. Weebly with 3, and the Herald should even take this tower. We do see Granny Spanner begin to channel that recall, but the man, the myth, the Outlaw, going to stay and push.
Wow, this Tryndamere, he has a lot of attack speed. Every
But
time
they might be trading away an inhibitor turret here. But
No, just speed trade of T2 for T2.
Can Yuri Undertones potentially stop this though? Running out on towards that top side. Turret is at about 50% HP, but is dropping very fast, that Tryndamere.
He does have access
Really,
to ultimate.
Yeah, and that is the turret going to go down. So, globally, I don't know who that trade benefits.
Ooh.
Because as Invul going on in this game, you want to be playing for picks. You don't want to fight as a 5-man.
No.
So
I did manage to make 2 nice picks on the Kaol and the Taric. And they picked up a tower and 2 towers.
Surely reducing the areas of safety on the map when you're trying to make picks is only going to be beneficial. The more structures you knock down, the better, surely. So
look at the vision line though. It's the blue side of the blue jungle of red side. It's just
the blue jungle of Hive Mind
lit up.
Yeah.
Apart from one entrance or so.
But those are both teams' wards that we can see. So I think it's primarily got defensive vision in from Hive Mind.
Yeah.
But that is good. Invul forcing Hive Mind to use their vision defensively rather than aggressively.
And now the top side of the map is now almost like quite dark. With advantage of vision to...
And the junglers passing each other like ships in the night. Ezzy gonna look for something here potentially onto Outlaw. Teleport gonna come in from Jensen. Outlaw gonna get chucked down into the Undying Rage, stunned up by the Solar Flare, stunned up by the Gravity Well. And this is that pick power of the Invul comp that we mentioned. Death Laser gonna burn through his back and grab the shutdown for SS Friendship.
You may have the power of invulnerability, but that's only to damage. Can you stand strong against the test of time?
Exactly. And then the Zenith Blade, beautiful onto Granny Spanner's. Hailstorm going to come down, but the Lamb's Respite coming through. Cosmic Radiance going to come down from the target. The Dazzle catches 4! The Dazzle hits 4! And it's huge for Hive Mind turning around the fight. Ezzy going to go down and teleport in from the Kaol. Killamilla is here. Command Dissonance going to speed up Howlitzer, catches the Dazzle onto SS Friendship. Can he manage to walk away? Phase Rush is active and he will get himself out of there. Very nicely played engagement from both sides.
Very well done. I like the instant TP as well. The moment that the E from the Leona connected onto the Kindred.
Yeah.
What a beautiful E, by the way.
Killer Vanilla instantly starts channeling that teleport.
TP. And it looks like Hive Mind will pick up this Drake now, bringing it to a 2-2 even, but actually an advantage to Hive Mind. 2 Ocean Drakes, I would say, are more valuable than 1 Cloud Dragon and 1 Mountain Dragon, right?
I would have to agree. Yeah. I would have to agree. Nearly going to get stolen away by the Death Laser, though. Killer Vanilla going to secure that one for his team. But SS Friendship scaling up here. He is going to be a dangerous beast as this game goes on. Does have the Lich Bane, does have the Luden's Echo.
I have a big question. Is Warwick building Nash's Tooth, or is he building Blade of the Rune King?
I'm honestly not too sure.
Probably like to start seeing some healing cut being picked up as well by...
I would like to see some healing reduction on both sides, honestly.
Yeah, both sides, honestly, yeah.
But Outlaw, nearly at his massive power point, does now have the Navori Quick Blades to go alongside his Kraken Slayer.
It's what, like 2 auto attacks per E reset now or something with a Navori.
Well, it's 40% crit chance, so it's whenever you crit. So it's not guaranteed reduction, but yeah.
No, both Tryndam is passive. He gets like,
of course.
60% innate crit already.
Once he completes his Infinity Edge, he will be truly terrifying on this Tryndam.
Yeah. But currently with Tryndamere, his E reduces to his crit reduced to.
But is Outlaw going to be caught out here? Is going to get impaled by the Skarner, stunned up by the Gravity Well, silenced by the Chaos Storm, and then the Leona on top of it. There's so much crowd control, but they're not going to quite connect. Solar Flare tags for the slow, and SS Friendship going to get donated. That one, 5, 2, and 3 for the Victor, but they do trade their mid lane tower in response.
Very
Invul
ambitious.
possibly able to look for a fight? No, just going to let the members of Hivemind wander away. Oh, but Baron maybe going to get started up here on to the Invul members. Is no smite on the side of Hivemind, remember?
Kindred's not there yet.
Kindred is running. Dazzle going to come through, not going to catch anyone. Gravity Well going to stun up the Orianna. Can they take down anyone before the invulnerabilities go off? No. Howlets are going to get fleed up in the pit. Invulnerabilities now have worn off, and that is 1 kill. Shockwave catches 3 on the backside. The Infinite Duress catches Granny Spanner. Lamb's Respite going to come down, keeping everyone and their mother alive. Baron goes over to Invul, but Judgy Rock is falling, and they are losing the fight. Ezzy going to get cut down, the last man standing. Pox's phase rush. Pox is stunned.
That's a quick bug.
That is a very, very speedy Skarner. And I think he's just got himself out alive. Aren't scorpions arachnids, technically?
I think they are. That's a quick spider.
Very, very quick spider.
Surprisingly, that goes in the favor of Hivemind.
Yeah, I mean, well, the Baron buff on Ezzy is saved. So if Invul are able to find a fight, they are going to be able to take a lot. But they are probably going to lose an inhibitor here.
Most likely, definitely. They will lose an inhibitor.
No, and Hivemind opts not to take the inhib.
Yeah, the cooldown, the respawn times were very short on the Invulnerables.
Yeah, we do have to remember we are only 26 minutes into game here. It is just going to be the jungle. It is just going to be the jungle taken away by the members of Hivemind as they do retreat back towards their base. Ooh, Weebly might be getting himself caught here. Killer Vanilla gonna start firing away.
Trendamer's go on an adventure though.
Can Invul potentially get a catch here whilst the members of Hivemind are recalling? Does catch onto Granny Spanner. There hasn't been any gold spent, so this is just going to be a dead Kindred. No cooldowns available either.
Wow, it's a pop and a half.
Nice Void Seeker from Judgy Rocks to cancel that recall.
Very nicely, yeah.
Very nicely done.
Charlie Howlett is choosing to finish his recall instead of delaying it to try to save.
I think if he stops his recall there, they end up with 2 dead teammates rather than just the one. And it is going to be mid-inner turrets claimed by Invul. Meanwhile, Yuri Undertone splitting on the top side, trying to find the top lane outer. Dazzle not going to connect onto anyone, but SS Friendship, Zonya's Hourglass. He is chunked out very, very, very low. Does drop to the Orianna. Judgy Rock's trying to peel back. Solar Flare going to come down, but Outlaw is swinging that sword and finding a second kill in the fight. He's going to find a third on to Weebly as well. And it is going to be a not quite a clean ace, but the waves coming through from the Kayle are proving to be too much. They are raining over the Invulnerables members. And yeah, double teleport spot. Interesting.
I guess they want double towers? They want
maybe double inhibitors?
I don't think they'll have time to get double inhibs.
I think they'll rather just go... They'd rather go for the dragon, surely, and put themselves on soul point.
No, I think... Look at the way they're posturing. They're going double tower, no?
No, they're just going for dragon.
Why would you TP then? Just take
the Interesting. I don't... Yeah, not sure.
Interesting choice, I guess.
Not sure.
We don't want to doubt. We can ask them when they come for interview, or if we ever come.
Exactly. Yeah. If they come for interview, because it's not guaranteed that they are going to win. It does look good for Hivemind at the moment, though. I do have to agree.
Yeah.
They are going to get this third Ocean Dragon and put themselves on soul point. They have about a 3,500 gold lead, so it's nothing too catastrophic for Invulnerables.
It is a Blade of the Ruined King.
Okay. Not going to see any more Nash's Tooth shenanigans coming out from Yuri Undertones today, then.
No, not indeed. He's done on the volley bear. This man probably does on at least 2. You never know.
But how do you expect the rest of this game to play itself out, Dave?
Well, let's see. Like, Baron's coming up in 2.5 minutes. And they've already cracked open the base of Invulnerables, right?
Yeah.
They've got the inhib just looking at them, waiting, right? So if they get like what, a pick onto the Victor and the Kai'Sa, that's most likely an instant. All right, you're gonna lose your inhibitor, right?
Yeah.
But with Baron coming up 2 minutes and looking at the positioning from the members of Hivemind, it looks like they just want to get their side waves in proper order first, then secure vision around Baron, which Invulnerables win the race off. But they're looking to make a pick against the kill top lane right now.
Oh, might be looking to try and find Killer Villain. Is he going to speed in with the Chem Tank? Zonya's going to come down, but he is going to get instantly stunned up and impaled. Chaos Storm comes down as well, just for good effect.
Wow.
And it is going to be a big shutdown into the Victor's back pockets.
Things are coming onto the inhib.
Both inhibitors, as there are people pushing both lanes from Hivemind. Invul should be able to get their recalls off, though, and get back to defend this. The Kayle, probably the biggest teamfight threat as well, so taking her off the map will only aid in this defense. Outlaw going to get stunned up under the turret. Solarflare going to come down as well. Shockwave catching onto 2. Undying Rage going to be popped. Is Outlaw going to get cut down? But will he be able to take the Victor with him? No. SS Friendship cuts the Tryndamere out of the fight. Mid lane inhibitor not going to quite drop no ground. Walking back for it. Not quite making the same mistake that one team did last weekend. Judgy Rock's running forward, but the Cosmic Radiance going to keep them both alive. Flashing forward and trying to get away from the Titan. Granny Spanner, is he going to survive? It doesn't look like it. Judgy Rocks catches onto the Void Seeker. Lamb's Respite going to come down. 5 stacks on the Plasma. Pops. Cathian Rain going to find the final ticks.
In him for 3 lives.
4 lives, technically, if you count the Kayle in the top side to start that.
Oh, yeah, 4 lives. That's very rough as Hivemind. You had very nice gold lead, and now it's actually evening out. Like, 700 in advantage of Hivemind. And now you have, like, your side waves are only good in bot lane. Mid lane and top lane is, like, looking really bad. Invulnerables already has vision in around Baron Pit and can continue to fortify those defenses there. And then probably even look for a pick, because like look what the other members are just doing. They're just
going to start the Baron straight up. Invul, I'm not really sure if this is a wise decision with all 5 members of Hivemind alive. Obviously, Kindred running over towards from base. It is going to be Baron secured for Invul, but the 3-man Shockwave, 3-man Divine Judgment. Solarflare catches on to the Orianna. The Tryndamere just will not die. Undying Rage going to keep him alive in the pit. Does go down, but it is already 2 people on both sides in the fight going down. SS Friendship, can he do the work? Stuns coming through from Ezzy, but the Zonya's at the wrong, really wrong time. So while the Kayle is stunned, the Victor is in Zonya's. He cannot get off any of his damage. That is going to be the fight, and that is likely going to be the game here for Hivemind.
Yeah.
And it is going to push us towards that 3-way tie that we did discuss before this game did begin.
Oh, I did not like that fight. It was the exact repeat of the previous mistake Invul did. Yeah, you take the Baron, but last time Ezzy ran away, and then it wasn't